Okay, come on. I'm back. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Okay, let's go again. Welcome back. If you are still watching videos on this channel, you are an absolute fucking OG. I'm back. I've been thinking about coming back to YouTube for a little while now, but it was one of those things that I wanted to make sure that I didn't just put one video out and then never put another one up. So I'm filming over the course of this week, so I definitely have some stuff to continuously come back with. Where have I been? Now, this isn't going to be a particularly long video just because it's kind of a reintroduction to my channel, where I've been, just cover all my bases sort of thing. Get settled in, get buckled. We're about to go through everything you could possibly want to know if you give a shit about where I've been, and also what's coming up for my channel. So I had a little look at the videos that I was doing on this channel before I took a break. By the way, very randomly, I decided to take a break. I literally just stopped making videos. It was pretty much after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. So I don't think he was really featured on this channel. He wasn't really featured on my socials, or a little bit probably actually. This was back in my like fashion content creator days. We were going through COVID. It was lots of different stuff going on. But me and him sadly are no longer together. We actually broke up in, God, was it 2020? It was like just after the pandemic. I think it was 2020 because I was single for about 2 years. That's wild to think about now, but the nice bit is I now have a new boyfriend, a different boyfriend, and I think, yeah, that relationship was, there's nothing really much to say other than like me and my ex were together for a really long time. My new relationship is still very new. I met this person while I was traveling, and if you follow me on TikTok, you probably have seen little hints and snippets, not really snippets, more hints, that I am with someone at the moment, but it's definitely something I'm going to be keeping to myself. Work-wise, so last time you man saw me, I was in my first agency. I was with that social media agency all the way from an intern, so I was there for about 3 years in total, a really, really long time. It's where I started out my career in social media, all up until I decided to go traveling. So we'll circle back to that, but I decided to go traveling, and then when I came back I joined a different agency, which was so fucking cool. They were basically everything I had ever expected and wanted from a social media agency. So vibrant, so young. I was there for about 6 months before I decided that I actually didn't want to be a social media manager anymore, only because I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I would. It was an amazing opportunity to learn so much, and I'm so thankful for it. I'm actually going out for drinks later this week with some of the people that I used to work with in that agency, so they are absolutely lovely. Long term, I always actually thought that I would go freelance at some point. My mum has always been freelance in what she does for her career, and I kind of grew up watching that, and I'm quite a self-motivated person, so I believe that I would be pretty good in that kind of realm. I just thought I would go freelance as a social media manager, then realized I didn't want to be a social media manager. So now I'm kind of pursuing freelance in the kind of UGC content creator space. So not just only for my own socials, but to help brands with any sort of videography that they want for their socials. I feel like my posture is just getting worse and worse through this, by the way. Okay, the biggest thing to come out of last year was the fact that I decided to go traveling. If you guys again follow me on TikTok, you would have seen I actually documented most of my days when I went to Australia. I didn't really do Southeast Asia because I filmed stuff for Singapore. When I got to Bali, I didn't really enjoy it as much, so I wasn't filming. There is tons from Vietnam, and which is where I met my boyfriend, and Thailand and stuff like that, and it was honestly the best thing I've ever done in my life. I went at 25 years old. I'd basically saved a lot of money during COVID, and I was like, you know what, bun it, 2022, all I knew is that I was going to go traveling. And my best friend from home was finishing up her masters in architecture and was like, look, if you want company, like I've always wanted to do the same thing, because our older brother did it, and we did it together. It was the best thing I've ever done with my money, the best thing I've ever done with my time. It was amazing, and I miss it every single day. It's really weird because when I was out there, I was struggling a little bit in terms of like trying to adapt to this new way of life. I'd lived such a like gym girl life for so long, especially that whole of 2022. I was single, I was just in the gym, I was working, and I knew I was working towards like saving money and spending time with my friends and looking after myself, and then doing this big ass trip. And then this big ass trip came around, I was like, whoa. But it was easily the best thing I've ever done. And if you want to see vlogs, they are on my TikTok. Gym. So there's a lot of stuff that's been going on with the gym recently. The last time I was on here, I was dabbling in the gym a little bit. One of the things I really ran to after my breakup with my ex-boyfriend of like 4 and a bit years was gym, because it's something I'd had actually before we got together, something I did a little bit while we were together, but when I was single I was like, brother, there's nothing else to do but get back in the gym. And I actually started seeing a boy who was super into the gym, and he was really instrumental in showing me like what I can do, like push pull legs. My mum best turn that alarm off. Sorry if you can hear the alarm. And off the back of that, I just started documenting my journey. It was such a weird time. Like, it was the beginning of 2022, and I was like, I'd had the end of 2021, like 3-4 months of just going to the gym, and like I'd also moved gym. So I went from like a leisure centre gym with like only old people to a gym group that was younger people, more my age, stuff like that, because I felt like that's what I was missing a little bit. So then in 2022, I was like, you know what, I just want to document it. I don't expect anything to come of it. I just want to learn, and I want people to help with my form and learn from other people, because I wasn't really talking to anyone in my gym yet, because it was just all man, and man just keep to themselves. And off the back of that, I had a couple of videos pop off and gained a little bit of a following, and that was really nice. And ever since then, it's become like my thing. It was really, I even kept it up while I was traveling. I did the gym travel diaries, which I did in Australia and Southeast Asia, and I got to test out a bunch of fucking different gyms, and it was so sick. And off the back of that, when I came home, I've been able to work with some really fucking cool brands. I've worked with Shreddy, who I'm still working with until October, which is insane. Like, I literally went to their event yesterday, and it was real pinch me moment. I've worked with Free Soul, who are a supplements brand for women, which is amazing, and I bought stuff from them with my own money, so that's been so fucking cool. I've worked with Able. Oh my god, how could I fucking forget Able? I've worked with Able. They've been gifting me stuff for about a year, and I'm going to a tour at their head office next week. It's been really amazing, and I've made so many friends. Like, one of my really good friends now is someone I met on TikTok because she does gym content. I think it's important to touch on mentally. So in the last, it's a big period of time, it's probably been about 2 years now, things have changed so much. Like, I was single, coming out of a big relationship, and then I went traveling. I've obviously like been on dates and had stuff in between there, which have gotten some good, some not. Then I went traveling, which was a really big thing. Then I came back with like hardly any money, settled into a new job, which was really fun, but did really stress me out. And now I'm here. So I've actually just finished up a course of therapy, which I'm really lucky to be in a position to be able to do that. I did that for when did I start that? I did it for about 2 months, and it's been really nice to talk to someone outside of my family and my friends about like things that I'm struggling with, and new things that have surfaced, and worries, and also just put some coping mechanisms in place. So that's been really good. But generally, like, I won't lie to you, I've taken on a really big venture of being freelance, and I am a little bit stressed sometimes, but generally I'm just really trying to focus on the positive. Like, there was a point in time where all I wanted was to work with brands that I love, which I now am starting to get the opportunities to do. For a long time, I really wanted to be in a relationship, and I am in a relationship now, so that's also really good positive. And sometimes I tend to really bulk down on the negatives. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the positives right now. And I guess finally, what can we expect? I haven't got too much of a plan in terms of straight content for this channel, but I would like to do 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm not going to do more than that just because time restraints and the different filming and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to have vlogs coming up, like spend the days with me. Gym content you'll see as well is going to be a really big part of my content in general. But yeah, there's lots of things to be coming. Freelance stuff, maybe. That is definitely going to be saved for my TikTok if you guys want to follow that account. If you are interested in content creation, want some tips, or even want to work with brands, that's something I'm pursuing. But that's about all I've got right now. I hope you guys, if you are here from before, hope you're excited to see me, because I'm excited to see you. And I really hope you guys enjoy the content and everything I'm about to put out. So yeah, I will see you in my next one.